Hi! In this video, we'll be talking about the next step of the design process, and that is the prototype step. So as we've seen, the Stanford D School has broken down the design cycle into these 5 steps: empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. In this video, we'll be doing a deep dive into the prototype step. Prototyping is getting ideas out of your head and into the physical world. So prototyping involves picking a few ideas from your ideation phase and quickly create them in physical form so you can explore them and pursue them and see how useful they might be. So why prototype? Well, there are a lot of reasons that prototyping is very valuable to the design process. The first is that it helps us gain empathy. If we build something for our user, it'll help us better understand them. Next is to explore. We can actually build to help us think. We're getting these ideas out of our head and onto paper or onto a whiteboard, and we can actually see them in action. It'll help us explore and think about the next steps. We also need to prototype in order to test. We can create prototypes and then physically test them out with users to get feedback. And lastly, it's for inspiration. When we actually have a physical prototype, we can physically show off our vision to help motivate our team or help motivate people who might support our project. So that's why we should be prototyping. Now, what exactly is the prototype step? What does that involve? Well, it involves getting ideas out of our head and into the real world. Now, keep in mind, that can be anything physical. A prototype could be a bunch of Post-it notes on a whiteboard. A prototype could be a physical cardboard cutout of a device that we're thinking of making. It could be a full mock-up of a website drawn out on a whiteboard or drawn out on paper. It could even just be an experience or a story that a user goes through. So a prototype is anything physical. And prototypes are used all the time in the real world. Animators and filmmakers use storyboards to explore the scenes that they might want to create in their films without actually having to go through the process of filming, casting, animating. We're quickly drawing out the scenes on paper so we can reorganize them, arrange them, modify them, and get a prototype out to help us in the process of designing this full scene. Web designers are constantly making mock-ups of the websites they make so that they can physically see them, see how things might be arranged on a page, see how the flow might happen through the site without ever spending time coding and investing in a full functional website. We can make this cheap prototype just with pen and paper and actually get a good idea of what the website will look like. Now, there are a lot of prototyping methods that we want to employ during this prototyping phase. The first is to just start building. Even if you don't know exactly what you're going to make yet, grab a pen and paper and just start building, and it'll help you explore. Secondly, don't spend too much time. Prototypes should be quick and cheap, ready to be thrown away. We just want to get that idea out on paper. The details can come later, but the idea needs to be there so we can play around with it. Lastly, don't get attached to any one specific prototype. Be ready to fail, be ready to instantly throw it away and try something else. And lastly, we want to build with the user in mind. Eventually, we're going to test out this prototype with real users. So what do we want them to test out? What do we want them to see in our prototype that will inform us on how to improve? Now, I really want to point out that a growth mindset is so important here. Failure is okay. Failure doesn't mean that you did it wrong or that you're doing it poorly. It's a good thing. It's pointing out the issues with the solution so we can improve. So prototypes are great because they help us fail quickly and cheaply. Rather than investing so much time building an entire website, we can quickly draw it out on paper and point out the issues before ever writing a line of code. So prototypes help us point out the flaws in our solution quickly without spending too much time creating. So that's a high-level crash course of how to get into the prototyping phase. Let's dive in and try it out with your project.